This ain't the usual intro, you know. Wanna have a frivo time then, let's go. Before we start, I've got to let you in on a little secret. Still reading characters the next, but there's something you didn't expect. My singing skills are kinda equal. Hey, by the way, Frivo is a prequel. Hey guys, Courage55 here, and I hope you enjoyed that joke. I bet you thought that this was a Megalovania cover in disguise, didn't you? Anyway, as I sang before, it's time to move on to the story that I've written that would take place inside of this region. But before then, I'd like to give a quick message from our sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends! No, I'm kidding. This is a sponsored message from someone called the Zongu Research Labs. Throughout the Pokemon world, there's many places. Places filled with joy and wonder, happiness and excitement. But there's also places filled with dread, fear, disgust, and nervousness. Places where only the brave dare to venture. But despite all the good and bad in the world, there's always stood a region which never fails to shine through the darkness. The Frivo region. The Frivo region is teeming with Pokemon new and old, and is filled with friendly people who won't hesitate to lend a helping hand. Throughout the years, they've kept the past crystal clear in their memory, and never fail to remember their region's roots. And when they look in the mirror, the Frivosians see how imperfections make their lives beautiful. So, make a trip over to the Frivo region today, courtesy of Vera Travels. Start afresh in this beautiful region, where many friends and foes await you. Vera Travels, where your holiday is sure to be verifiably amazing. Sponsored by the Zongu Pokemon League.
Ugh, why do they even show this ad when I live in the Frivo region? And anyway, why they literally just advertise Zongu? There's way cooler places than that dump.
Player, breakfast will be ready in a few minutes.
Okay.
Player, do you remember what day it is today?
Yeah, Dad's coming to visit today.
That's right! And once he arrives here, you'll be receiving your very first starter Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Wait, what? That was today?
Yes. It's your 15th birthday, so you get your starter Pokemon today.
Wow. I can't believe I forgot my own birthday.
Howdy, player. I just got off the ferry, so how about we meet in the restaurant? I can give you your birthday present there.
Okay, Dad. See you then.
Now, as before, like inside of Ascos, this is where you, the player, start off your Pokemon journey. There's a male and female version of the player character named Basil and Rosemary respectively, but for the purpose of this video, we're going to be following the journey of Basil. So after the cutscene fades out, you're able to freely move around and explore your house, as well as finish your breakfast if you really want to, before your mother ushers you along.
Oh, by the way, player, don't forget your bag. You left it upstairs, remember?
Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me.
You make your way upstairs to grab your traveling items and your ever so important bag, before noticing an open book on your desk.
No, hey, it's the book Dad bought me. I guess it won't hurt to read a chapter.
You pick up the book and begin to read. Over 50 years ago, our beautiful region was discovered by a group of travelers and their companion Tohowal. Legend says that in their time of desperation, Tohowal was born to become their protector, and led them towards brighter lands. The land they found eventually gained the name of Frivo.
I guess that's enough reading for now. Dad's waiting for me anyway.
You wave your mum goodbye and head outside into your hometown, where since it's the weekend, many tourists are walking along the streets, taking pictures of the sights they see. As you try and walk towards the restaurant, avoiding confrontation, you're stopped by a stray tourist.
Oh, I'm sorry, am I in your way? I was just wondering if you knew where Professor Palm lived. I was supposed to deliver this to him.
Oh, that old guy? He's in here. I could, hand that to him, though, if you want.
The girl passes you a small container before running off somewhere. You sigh and walk into the restaurant, where you find your dad already sitting at a table.
Oh, hey player. What's that you got there?
You explain how the girl from before gave it to you, as your dad stares at the container for a second before realizing what it is.
Well, there's no point in keeping you waiting. Happy birthday, player. These are the 3 starter Pokemon here in Frivo, and one of them can be your very first partner. I'm sure whatever you pick will be the right choice for you, player.
You look at him weirdly, wondering why he keeps calling you player when you already have an actual name, but you dismiss the thought as you pick up one of the Pokeballs, making your decision.
I told you you'd make a good choice. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go back to the lab. Nina is probably waiting for me, and there's another trainer who's supposed to be receiving his Pokemon today.
Huh? Why? Is it his birthday too?
Yeah, I bet he's pretty excited, so I don't want to keep him waiting. You understand, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Your father waves you goodbye and you're able to move around again. Here you could order something to eat from the restaurant, but after deciding against it since you just ate breakfast, you head back home to show your mother your new Pokemon.
Oh, isn't that adorable, player? I'm sure you two will get along just fine.
You smile before she mentions something to you.
Talking of Pokemon, you should head towards Ratatown. If you want to become a fledgling trainer, you should ask your father for a Pokédex. Then you can start to capture some more Pokemon friends. You could go on your own adventure. How about it?
Nah.
What? Player, everyone your age has already gone on their own Pokemon journey already. I'm sure it will be a good learning experience for you, so you should get yourself out there.
Fine. I will.
Really? That's great.
She hugs you goodbye before giving you money for a ferry ticket and a few potions and repels to help you on your journey. You wave her goodbye and head out into town, which you can explore for a bit before heading into the ferry terminal. Once inside, you board a boat with the money your mum gave you, and watch as your little hometown fades into the distance. Before a few minutes later, you arrive at the port in Ratatown. You onboard the boat before following the sign that points towards the Pokemon Research Lab. As you enter the building, your dad turns around to smile at you as Sal Robin resting on his arm. Next to him stands the girl you saw before and another trainer, which you assume to be the person who shares a birthday with you.
Wait a second. You're a player, aren't you? I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that you were Professor Palm's son.
It's fine. I do look more like my mother anyway.
Your dad seems a little aloof at this comment, but continues to smile.
Well, player, let me introduce you to the two trainers who are starting the journey alongside you. This here is Peter. He's a little shy, but I think you two will be able to get along, since you're quiet too.
Hi. It's nice to meet you, player.
And you've already met my assistant Nina here.
Hi, my name's Nina. I hope we can be good friends. Rivals. Yeah, rivals. But friends too.
The four of you giggle a little before your dad clears his throat to get your attention.
Now, I believe it's time you two pick your very first partners.
The other two seem confused before Peter pipes up.
But Professor, I already have my first Pokemon. My dad caught a Philibut for me, and I want it to be my first Pokemon.
And yeah, my sister caught me a Psyduck to use. Why are you giving us a starter Pokemon, sir?
The professor laughs jovially before smiling again.
Well, see as my little gift from me to you. Peter, how about you go first?
Okay.
He looks at the Pokeballs that are left in the container before picking one and pocketing it.
That means I'm left with the one no one wants.
She frowns as she picks up the remaining ball as Peter passes the container over to her, and Professor Palm takes the empty container back from her.
Don't count your Torchies before they hatch, Nina. Why don't you say hello to your new partners in a battle with one another?
A battle?
Player has the other starter, so I think you should fight him.
Ooh, let me go first!
She runs up towards you and stands in a battle pose. Before you're able to object, you're dragged into a battle against her. On her team, she uses the starter strung against yours and her Psyduck. And for the purpose of telling a good story, let's say that she was able to win this one.
Oh my stars. I can't believe I won my very first Pokemon battle. You did really well, player. Here, let me heal your Pokemon for you.
She heals your Pokemon before Peter shyly makes his way towards you.
So I guess it's my turn now.
He makes a less confident battle pose as you're dragged into another battle against him. On his team, he uses the starter weak to yours and a Philibub, and this time you're able to defeat him due to the type matchup. He seems upset and he flinches as your dad pats him on the back.
Well, you can't win them all, Peter. I'm sure you'll be able to beat Player one day.
Yeah! I'm gonna train real hard so I can beat him next time.
Sounds like a good plan. I guess that makes us three official rivals.
Wait, why am I being dragged into this?
You're pulled into a group huddle and your dad chuckles.
Looks like you're making friends already, Player. You three play nicely, okay? I can't believe my son has finally made his first friends.
Where is rivals? It's a different thing.
I don't see why we can't be both.
The professor clears his throat again to gain your attention, and he seems more serious now.
Alright, now that that's settled, to become official trainers, there is an important piece of equipment Pokedex. This piece of equipment is still in development, so look after it, okay? Oak won't be very happy if anything happens to them.
Dad, get to the point.
He passes you the device, and Peter immediately starts toying with it, browsing through all its functions.
Well, why don't you three go and begin the Pokemon Gym Challenge? You'll find your first destination right here in Ratatown.
Oh, I've always wanted to challenge the gyms. I'm gonna go and fight Imogen right now.
She runs out in excitement, and Peter looks up from his Pokedex in surprise.
Hey, wait for me! I want to challenge her too!
He follows her out, and the professor chuckles before you decide to also follow them towards the gym building.
This is a Pokemon gym, see? There's 8 in total across the region. 4 in South Frito and 4 in North Frito.
Hey, I already know what a gym is. You don't have to explain it.
Sorry. I guess I'm still getting used to being a professor's assistant.
Well, I thought it was a good explanation.
Thanks, Peter. Anyway, let's go!
You make your way inside of the Pokemon gym and are met with a maze of trees that you would need to navigate through to find the Bug-type gym leader, Imogen, who on her team uses a Burmy and a Larbulb. You're easily able to defeat her, and she gifts you with your first gym badge, the Wood Badge.
I hope you kids have fun on your adventures. Actually, could I get you to do a favor for me? You see, my friend, April, lives over in the next town, and I need to deliver this letter to her, but I'm so busy with the gym and the restaurant recently that I haven't been able to get the time to give her it. So, could you deliver it to her for me?
You accept the mission, pocketing the letter for later.
Oh, and don't worry, it's not too out of the way. You'll be heading her way next anyway. Since she's the gym leader you'll have to face. Deliver it safely for me, okay?
You nod before leaving her gym, and you notice Nina and Peter waiting for you.
Oh? What's that you got, player?
You explain to her the errands that Imogen wanted you to run, before she giggles in response.
Oh, you must be talking about my sister. I know where she is, so I could help you find her if you want.
Nah, I'll be okay. She's the gym leader in the next town, right?
And do you even know what that town is? Exactly. You need me to guide you. Well, let's get going. Peter, you can come too.
Me? Okay.
The three of you take your first step onto Route 1, and you're finally able to catch your first Pokemon. Thus says the tutorial. Yep, don't ask. The first gym is part of the tutorial. But don't worry, I'm sure we'll be seeing more of Imogen later. Anyway, after battling a few trainers and catching some Pokemon, you enter the next town, Margoo Town. But as you try to enter the next gym, you notice a sign posted on the door. Out for lunch, be back later. Gym Leader April. You sigh before Nina runs up to you and looks at the sign too.
Well, if she's not here, she's in Margoo Castle. She loves to eat lunch in the gardens there.
Alright, let's go.
You and Nina travel into the castle, and you team up in some double battles against the trainers hanging around in the hallways. Eventually, you make your way into the botanical garden, where you spot a girl who looks similar to Nina eating a chocolate bar while sitting on a bench. You wave the letter in her face, and she looks up at you from her unhealthy meal. Oh, do you want some? She gestures the half-eaten chocolate towards you, and you grimace, before waving the letter in her face again. Okay, jeez. She puts the chocolate down and wipes her mouth, before receiving the letter. She opens it and reads it before blushing slightly. Aww, Imogen's so sweet. Anyway, you probably want to challenge my gym, right? I'll get over that for you.
Hey sis, I have an idea. Me and Player should both fight you at the same time, in a double battle. I, really liked fighting with him on our way here. How about it, Player?
Sure.
Alright then, I'll see you two at the gym. She leaves, bringing her chocolate with her before Nina is left in fort.
Player, is it okay if we battle again? I know it hasn't been that long since we last did, but I think it would be more of a fair matchup now that you have more Pokemon traveling alongside you. And anyway, we should battle more, cause that's what rivals do, right? Here goes nothing.
She strikes her battle pose, and you're thrown into your second battle with her, where she still uses the starter strong against yours and her Psyduck. But now that you have more Pokemon to cover your weakness through her, you're able to defeat her this time.
Wow, Player, you got stronger fairly quickly. I guess my victory last time was just due to how I had more Pokemon than you after all. Anyway, we should go challenge my sister now.
You nod, and the two of you make your way inside of the gym, where you have to solve a puzzle surrounding the various rain puddles covering the floor of this gym. Once you're able to solve the puzzle, you're met with Gym Leader April, who fights you and Nina in a double battle with her Turbrev and Cast form, which turns into its rainy form as part of April's new strategy. With the help of your rival/friend Nina, you're able to defeat her, and you both gain the Weather Badge.
Anyway, sis, what did that ladder from Imogen say?
She wanted to meet me down near the river in Makuna City in the north. She said that she had something she wants to tell me. I haven't the foggiest clue what she wants to talk about. April winks as she makes a pun, and Nina giggles, but you just raise your eyebrow in confusion as you don't understand the weather pun. Anyway, after that encounter, you're able to travel back into Ratatown and traverse the dense forest towards your next location. However, as you enter the forest, you're stopped by Peter.
Player, could you help me with something?
What is it?
Well, you see, this forest is full of bug-type Pokemon, right?
I'd imagine so.
I'm, kinda scared of bugs. They're so creepy. I hear there's this terrible Pokemon who lives deep in the woods who likes to attack humans. It's pink and has sides for arms, and I'm terrified. Please help me, player. Will you get rid of the bugs for me? I'm not very good at being brave.
Of course I'll help you, Peter.
Oh, thank you so much, player. Let's get through here as quickly as possible. I don't want us to run into that scary Pokemon.
You guide Peter through the dense forest, fighting off any bug Pokemon that tried to spook him. Eventually, you near the end of the forest, but as you walk through the tall grass, you hear a rustle from one of the trees.
Oh no! Is that the scary Pokemon?
He cowers in fear behind you as the creature jumps out of the trees in front of you, revealing itself to be a Fravotion Kricketot.
Ah! Get it away from me, player!
Wait a sec, Peter. It doesn't seem to be here to fight.
Peter looks at you in confusion before looking back at the Fravotion Kricketot, who cowers in fear as he catches its eyes. Peter is surprised, and he hesitantly walks towards it.
Are you scared of us? Hey, it's okay. I'm scared too. Terrified, actually. But maybe we can learn to be strong together, like Player and his Pokemon. What do you say?
The Kricketot perks up and jumps into Peter's arms. He's startled a little before the Kricketot starts to snuggle up to him, and his nerves slowly fade away as he starts to pet it.
I can't believe it. I was brave. Thank you so much, Player. Without you, I never would have made a new friend.
Peter gives a toothy grin before capturing the Kricketot in a Pokeball to make it official.
We'll be strong together, okay, Kricketot? Oh, by the way, Player, can I tell you something?
Sure.
Well, I've never really had a friend before, so thank you. For most of my life, all I've had is my dad, so...
Huh? What happened to your mom?
I don't know. Dad says that she abandoned us. Oh, but my Auntie Ashley is pretty cool. I should introduce you to her sometime.
I'll be looking forward to it.
I really meant what I said before. I've never really been a brave person. But with you and Nina around, I feel like I can do anything. So thank you. So I know this is out of the blue a little, but could we battle? I want to see if I've gotten stronger than last time, so can we?
You accept the battle request, and you're thrown into a battle against Peter, where he uses to start a week for yours, his Philibub, and his brand new Fravotion Kricketot. You're able to defeat him, but he smiles.
I guess you'll always be stronger than me, won't you? But it's fine that I lost. I was able to get to know Kricketot better.
He smiles before the two of you leave the forest and enter Hebus City. As you explore the city and heal your Pokemon from the battle, you spot Nina hanging out near the nearby waterfalls, watching the water cascade down whilst talking to Peter.
So Player beat you too, huh?
Yeah, he's pretty strong, isn't he? Guess I'll just have to train more.
They notice you eavesdropping and beckon you over to stand and watch the waterfalls with them.
Can I ask you a question?
What is it?
I'd like to think that we're friends. I've never really had a friend before. Sorry. So, are we friends?
Of course we're your friends, Peter. Isn't that right, Player?
Nah, Peter sucks.
What? Player, that isn't funny.
Player, don't be rude. Peter, ignore him. I'll always be your friend.
Aw, thank you, Nina.
Hey, I was kidding. Of course we're friends.
Well, maybe next time don't make jokes at inappropriate times, okay?
Fine, I won't. But I really was kidding. It's nice to have friends.
Well, it's nice to be your friend too, player.
Nina waves goodbye, and Peter and you are left alone.
So, do you want to go through the Sierra Nature Reserve with me? I could really use your confidence, player. I wouldn't dare to make a joke like that.
Yeah, you can come with.
Great, let's go.
The two of you leave the city and enter the nature reserve, where many wild Pokemon are hanging around in the area. A Frevosian Yanma flies over Peter's head, and he ducks before smiling.
Wow, this place is amazing! It's even greater than I imagined it to be.
You take a walk around the nature reserve alongside Peter, bumping into many rare Pokemon and fighting some lingering trainers alongside him in a double battle. Eventually, the two of you reach an observation deck that looks over the entire park, and Peter stops in surprise.
Oh, Scientist KA1, it's me, Peter.
You're confused as Peter runs up towards a young man wearing a strange visor, and he takes it off to smile at Peter.
Oh, hello, Peter. How's your journey been so far?
It's been great, thanks. How's Dad been?
Busy, as always. Hey, how about next time I see him, I'll tell him how you've been? I think he'd like that.
Oh, that would be great. Tell him I made some new friends.
Peter ushers you over into the conversation, presenting you in front of the scientist.
KA1, this is Player. Player, this is KA1. But you can call him Alan if you want.
Please don't. My name is KA1.
Aw, I don't see what's so wrong with your actual name. Anyway, Player here helped me get over my fear of bug Pokemon.
The scientist seems to realize something and looks at you with a strange look on his face, almost as if he recognizes you.
Ah, so you're a player. Huh.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, didn't I, Player? Have you heard of a tech company called Cyber Labs before?
Refresh my memory.
Cyberlabs is a company dedicated to bettering the lives of people and Pokemon. It's definitely an experience working here, and I'm sure one day you trainers could join our wonderful organization if you really wished to.
Well, the whole point of this journey is to figure out if I should continue the family tradition. I don't think I'm fit to run Cyber Labs just yet. I want to become more confident with myself before then.
Take as much time as you need to, Peter. We at Cyberlabs will all be rooting for you.
Thanks, KA1.
He shakes the scientist's hand before turning back towards you, a smile on his face.
Come on, Player. Sierra Town isn't too far away from here.
You nod, and the two of you continue through the nature reserve. And as you see the town fade into view, you can't help but notice a chain-link fence surrounding a part of the forest, with a padlock attached to the gate, blocking you from exploring that pathway. But you're deterred from the fort as Peter drags you into the next town.
Come on, Player. I want to go watch the Kiwi Jog and Star Sprint.
Before you're able to raise an objection, he drags you into the Wildlife Observatory, and you see many Kiwi Jog and Star Sprint racing each other. There's a group of delinquent trainers in the corner of the room who seem to be placing bets on the races, but you turn your attention towards your friends as Nina walks up to the two of you.
You know, nature really is something, isn't it? It's terrible that some companies disregard this beauty in place of their warehouses and factories.
Oh, but Cyber Labs isn't like that. They're trying to find a way to promote harmony between trainers and their Pokemon. They would never hurt the environment like that.
Oh, really? Every company is the same. They plague the earth with their terrible machines.
But Cyber Labs isn't like that, Nina. You can't judge all companies just based on a few bad applins.
Then why are there some warehouses in this town with Cyberlabs' logo on the side?
What? No, you're lying.
Well, if you don't believe me, come see for yourself.
Scene fades to black, and it fades back to Nina guiding you and Peter towards the warehouses on the outskirts of town.
See? You can't look at that and pretend Cyberlabs doesn't have the flaws too.
She points towards one of the warehouses, and lo and behold, she was right. The logo of Cyber Labs is on the side of one of them.
Your dad is part of them, right, Peter? What are they storing in there?
No, this can't be true. I'm sorry. I have to go.
Peter runs away in tears, and Nina's expression suddenly calms down before the realization kicks in that she might have hurt Peter's feelings.
Peter, wait! I didn't mean it! Come back!
You look back at the warehouse awkwardly before following them to see if they're okay. You're able to find them inside of the rose garden, and Peter sits on the edge of the fountain crying into his hands. You watch as Nina slowly makes her way towards him, and sits down next to him. They're awkwardly quiet for a bit before Nina places a hand on his shoulder.
Are you okay? I'm sorry if I upset you. It's just... No, you're right. I shouldn't have said those terrible things. I know how much your father means to you. It's okay if you don't want to be friends anymore. I'm a horrible person.
Nina, it's okay. You didn't know. And you're right. Maybe I am a little over my head about Cyberlabs being a good company. And they are. I'm sure there's a good explanation behind this. But you're right. Nobody's perfect.
Even me?
Yeah, imperfections are what make us human after all.
Aw, Peter.
She suddenly hugs him, and he blushes slightly before hugging her back as the argument has faded and all is forgiven. You smile a little, happy that they were able to work things out, before making your way towards the gym in this city. In this gym, there would be a puzzle surrounding a cheeky star sprint that you would have to play hide and seek with, before eventually it runs up towards the gym leader, who's wearing a cloak to obscure their identity.
So, you finally come face to face with destiny. You stand there thinking, who is this mysterious gym leader? Well, I guess it's time I finally reveal the truth.
Oh, hi, Mom.
Hey, couldn't you at least let me finish my speech, player?
The mystery trainer takes off her hood and reveals herself to be your very own mother.
Well, I guess the meow's out of the bag now. This was supposed to be a surprise to you. So hi, I'm the gym leader here. Or I guess you already know that. Let's battle.
You're thrown into a battle against gym leader Anne, also known as your mother, and on her team she uses a Sunflora, a Floette, and the Star Sprint you were chasing around. After defeating her, she gifts you with the Sunflower Badge, before hugging you goodbye for now. But as you leave the gym, you're surprised as someone jumps out in front of you. Nina!
Surprise! Let's battle!
I just got out of the gym battle. Could you not?
Hey, I challenge you to a surprise battle like all rivals do. Accept my battle request!
Can I at least heal my Pokemon first?
Nina's look of determination fades for a second before she sighs and heals your Pokemon for you.
There. Now fight me!
You're dragged into the surprise encounter with Nina. On her team, she uses the second form of the starter strong against yours, her Psyduck, and a Provocian Yanma. You're able to defeat her again, but her determination doesn't fade.
No. I can't lose. I'm the only one who can change things around here. I'll remember this, player. This will be the last time you defeat me.
She glares at you before bursting out into laughter.
You should see your face right now. See, player? I can do jokes too.
She winks before running off. After that very strange interaction that you can't help but feel is familiar somehow, you travel the route towards Gentian City, where there seems to be a lot of people talking about the local museum.
I heard the museum has a special exhibition today, showing off some of Cyberlabs' tech.
Really? Well, I heard they're displaying the history of different regions in there right now. Your curiosity now piqued, you decide to look around the museum to see what they have on offer. And as you walk inside, you immediately spot Nina and Peter, who are also here, and they're observing different exhibits. You decide to go and talk to Peter first, who is looking at the Cyberlabs exhibit, where a replica of the strange visor you saw before is placed upon a mannequin.
Oh, hey player. You noticed the visor that KA1 was wearing, didn't you? It's a new piece of technology that does a whole bunch of cool things. This is a replica of the original CVV-1 models, which my father made when he first started up Cyberlabs.
Wait, so your dad is the boss of Cyberlabs? No wonder why you look up to him so much.
Yeah, but he's usually busy with work, so Auntie Ashley looks after me while he's working.
So you have an aunt?
She's not actually related to me. I just call her that. She's pretty great.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna look around a little more.
You make your way over to talk to Nina, however, you're interrupted as you accidentally bump into someone and they drop their necklace on the floor. You recognize the symbol, a yellow cross with a lightning bolt tail, but you're unsure of where exactly you've seen that emblem before. You shrug this off and pick up the stranger's necklace, apologizing for bumping into him as you do. He looks up at you before smiling.
Oh, sorry, mate. I shouldn't have been in your way. Do you want to look at the exhibit?
You raise an eyebrow before shrugging and making your way towards the exhibit that he was looking at.
You know, this is the story of Amort Region. Have you heard of it before?
The name sounds familiar, but I don't think I've ever heard the story.
Well, once upon a time there was a beloved king known as Mahalatima. However, one day, he was banished by his own son, Blake. He used his powers of legendary demonic to change reality, so he will be a ruler. The other legendaries, Inapalami and Duskalada, try to stop him, but there's no way no match for demonic's abilities, and Blake still rules Roma on this day.
You seem confused as you're hit by a sudden wave of deja vu.
as you feel like you've heard that story before. You shake it off as the strange trainer looks at you in confusion before smiling again.
I bloody decided to try and stop his tyranny. I just need a few more people to join my cause, and then we can bring peace back to Amon.
Wait, so who are you again?
Ah, sorry mate. I should introduce myself. Name's Trenaskos. I should think about it. Maybe after your journey here is over. You could come and help. What do you say?
You tell him that you'll think about it. After that strange confrontation, you finally walk up to Nina and she smiles at you.
Oh, hey, player. Are you here to look around?
Something like that.
Well, you know the story of Toho Wall, right?
Kinda. I didn't get to finish the book I was reading about it.
Well, here's the best place to learn more about it. This exhibit has so much information on Fredo's settlers. Look!
She points towards a depiction of a young girl, which you can't help but think looks a little bit like Nina before she smiles.
Her name is Lori Coupe, and one day I'm going to be just like her and become friends with Toho Wall.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah! I've been studying Psychic-type Pokemon a whole lot recently to see if any of them can use their powers to tell me how to meet Toho Wall.
I, don't think that's how it works.
Well, I'm determined to face it in a Pokemon battle one day. Professor Palm says that there's a special Pokemon waiting out there for me to become my partner for life, like his Beachrome. And I want that Pokemon to be Toho Wall.
Well, I'm sure you will one day. As long as you believe that you can.
Oh, really? Thanks, player! I guess you really are nice, aren't you?
You look away as you're reminded of how you upset Peter earlier on, but Nina smiles at you reassuringly.
Hey, player, we all make mistakes, okay? The real thing that matters is how you decide to make up for them.
As you stare at her, taking her words of encouragement in, you zone out for a second as you're reminded of something. Something you feel you should be remembering. And then you look up as you realize.
Hey, Nina. Why does everyone here keep calling me player?
Because it's your name, player. Oh, would you rather be called something else? I'm so sorry.
Well, if you're giving me the option, then my name is Ella.
You hold your head in pain suddenly before you look up again, a confused expression on your face.
Player, are you okay? Is it something I said? Wait, you don't want to be called player, do you? What's your name then?
Huh? But my name is Player.
But you seemed not to like it just a few seconds ago. Are you sure you didn't hit your head or something?
No, I think I just zoned out for a second there.
You both seem a little confused before you decide to leave the museum and continue on your journey towards Selmas City, and you immediately challenge the electric-type gym there, which has a puzzle based around redirecting beams of light to open up the door to the next room, where you eventually find the gym leader, Blair, who on their team they use an Electabuzz, a Luxio, and their signature Dolphicity. After defeating them, they give you the Shutter Badge, before mentioning that your next destination on your quest for more badges will be on the North Island, and they give you a leaflet that they tell you to give to an eccentric woman wearing a hat who calls herself Verbena. After grabbing the pamphlet, you enter the ferry terminal in the city, and see the woman described standing behind a pop-up store, and she's handing out leaflets to passerbys. She notices you staring and beckons you over. Oh, hi player, you must be here to give me that leaflet from Blair, right?
Wait, how did you... Yeah, whatever. Here, just take it. My day's weird enough already.
Oh, Blair's so sweet. See, look, they gave me a leaflet for Frivo. I've always wanted one of these.
Wait, but you literally sell these things for a living. How do you not have one yet?
I sell leaflets, not keep them. But this one is special. Talking of leaflets, do you want one? The mysterious tour guide waves a leaflet in your face, which is labeled Amurg. Here, you can swap me for this one. These ones haven't been selling as well after those meddling kids have gone around telling people what happened there.
Meddling kids? Do you need help with them?
Oh, you're going to help? Thanks a lot, player. You'll find one of them near the center of Frivo. Thanks a lot. She pushes you along before you're even given the chance to say no, and she calls out to you, make sure your parents book the holiday through Vera Travels next time, before you reluctantly leave to deal with the youths giving her trouble. After following the signs and traveling a trail, you are met with an amazing view, before you notice Peter looking out at it, and you walk over to greet him.
Oh, hi player. What are you here for?
Have you been spreading rumors about the Amurg region?
Huh? What's an Amurg? And why would I be spreading rumors about it?
It was a joke, Peter.
Your attention is diverted from him as you feel a presence appear behind you, and you're met by a strange girl wearing a red sweater.
Sorry, but I couldn't help but overhear you talking about the Amurg region. Are you too interested in our cause?
No, actually. This weird lady told me you're turning down sales of her leaflets.
You wave the leaflet in the girl's face, and she frowns as she grabs it and takes a read.
No, none of this is right. She can't be sending people on holiday there. It's too dangerous. Hasn't she heard about what's happening there?
What's happening there?
It's a region far away from here that's under the rule of this terrible king. I wish I could go and help them, but it's impossible to navigate the darkness surrounding there.
Hey, I know. You should bring a Philibub with you.
A Philibub? Why?
Well, I heard Philibub loves to explore new places. Oh, and it has the power to light up darkness, so it would be great for that.
Huh. I never thought about getting a Pokemon's help before. Thank you, Peter.
The girl disappears as mysteriously as she appeared before Peter raises an eyebrow.
Wait, when did I tell her my name? Anyway, player, is it okay if we battle? I think I've gotten a lot stronger since last time, since I have a few new members on my team. So, can we? Can we battle?
You accept, beginning your next rival battle with Peter, who on his team uses the second form of the starter weak to yours, his Philibub, a Provocian Kricketune, and a Corvisquire. And as you beat him, he shakes your hand in congratulations and grins, before going on his way. After you fail to divert the course of history, you make your way back towards the ferry terminal, where you lie to the tour guide and say you were successful, in hopes of not destroying events that, in your mind, already happened, before boarding a boat towards Northern Frivo.
And now Mary is getting ready for a powerful attack. It's her Gardevoir signature Fairy Arrow. And what an amazing move it is too! This battle's getting more intense by the second. Oh! And the attack hits! Is Pinsir going to be able to hang on? And that's it, folks! Pinsir is unable to battle! And Mary Smith claims her 31st win in a row this season! This woman is one to look out for. She's on champion levels of extreme. Wow, what a stunning performance by Miss Smith. That's all, folks.
Mary Smith? Where have I heard that name before? So, she's really strong, huh? She seems pretty cool. Did she ever become the champion? That's too bad. She seems to have a lot of potential from what I saw just now. Fine. I'll shut up now.
Huh? Guess I must have fallen asleep. Guess that's my cue.